What's going on, Knuckleheads? She Gaming here, another LEGO Legacy Heroes Unboxed video for you. And today, I'm bringing you the rework of Demolition Dummy. Now, Demolition Dummy and we got a little bit of a history. I was actually really excited for him when the fire station came into fruition. I said, hey, he's another tank. You could pair him with Sal, right? He's got great synergy with a city team, but he lacked the city tag. So that was always kind of annoying. And what I thought they were going to do was fix that with this buff, and they did. Let's get into it and see what they made better about my boy Dem Dummy, who I think is a solid figure. I'm going to tell you, before I get into it, his biggest downfall is his speed is really lackluster. But you don't always want fast tanks, but he's a good second tank. He can't be your primary tank because he's not going to get his taunt off soon enough. He's just too slow. So the basic, 110% damage to target foe, 45% chance to grant Gouge up 1 for 2 turns to the hero with the lowest health, plus 4% chance for each collectible hero. I mean, I guess on a full collectible team, that puts you at like 65%, which isn't terrible, but I thought it could have been a little... You know, I feel like if it's on a full collectible team like that, it should just be 100%, right? They could have done it to make it 100%. But, you know, it is what it is. Special 1 gains taunt for 2 turns with a 70% chance to gain payback for 2 turns also, which is always really good to have a paybacking taunter. You know, he's not the hardest hitter in the world, but, you know, he slaps a little bit. If Demolition Dummy has 60% or less health, he gains defense up 2, right? That's a little bit of a buff, right? Because it used to be if it was 50% or less health, now it's 60% or less health. So he's going to get defense up a little bit easier. So I'm down with that. What I really always liked about him was this special too, the Sum Assembly required, and they did buff it up. So he gains Hardy, which is super great. If any foe has taunt, there's now an 85% chance, I went up 10%, to inflict max health down 2 for 2 turns on that foe. So max health down on tanks, which is awesome. Then he deals, they buffed up the damage, 300% damage AoE to all foes. He does deal 250% damage to himself, but you're going to see that's not really that big a deal when we're talking about his passive. Right, so I always liked his passive, right? That whenever a city hero took damage, he had a 60% chance to heal for 15% of his max health. It was kind of like a reverse Jester Go-Go, right? But what I knew that they needed to do, and I'm glad they did, was they added a city or collectible synergy. So yes, it can plug and play, and Demolition Dummy can work with city, but I'm glad like they can also work as a collectible unit. So that's pretty dope as well, right? 60% chance to heal yourself. I believe it used to be a 50% chance. Yes, it was. Now it is a 60% chance. But they added a little bit of extra buff on the second part too. If the hero is a healer, looking at you, Hiker, Demolition Dummy has a 100% chance to heal for 30% of his max health instead. So that's also nice little mini buffs. The biggest thing about Demolition Dummy that they added is his passive works with collectible units. So on an all collectible team, or if you want to run him and Hiker with some city units, you're going to get a lot more synergies. You're going to get a lot more healing. You're going to get a long lasting tank here. What I always liked about him was, hey, Sal can taunt, he can taunt, Sal heals himself up, Sal taunts again, Demolition Dummy is getting healed back up from Sal getting hit. It's a good baton pass kind of second tank. So I do like Demolition Dummy. He's going to have to be switching. On a collectible team, he's going to be swapping with Yeti. Both of them get payback with their taunts, though. So you're definitely going to be dealing with... I think collectibles is going to be a little more legit. Demolition Dummy, he's a legitimate tank, right? If you're running him and Yeti combined, you can make that work, all right? Because he's got ways to stay alive. He can't really solo tank for you, but he is a legitimate tank. Well, that's pretty much all I got for you today, Knuckleheads. Please remember to smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, ding that little bell for some notifications. And as always, remember to knuckle up.